What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated, right? So the Knicks lose a tough one today on the road to the Milwaukee Bucks, 119 to 108. I mean, guys, there's levels to this, right? There's a reason why they have championship pedigree, right? They have a two-time All-Star on their team. They have a guy that's one of the best defensive players in the league, and Drew Holiday. You have big man Lopez there. Of course, Middleton didn't play and Joe Ingles didn't play, but they have championship pedigree, man. I mean, they've been there before. They've won it, so they know exactly how to win games, right? They know who plays in certain positions, and they just have just the confidence, and I would say just the blueprint, right, of what it takes to win. The Knicks aren't there yet. They're still trying to build that culture. Whereas, Milwaukee has that championship culture already, right? So I'm not surprised by this. I thought the Knicks played well in the beginning, right? But they just couldn't get over the hump. In this league, you got to knock down shots, right? The Knicks would miss one shot, and then the Bucks would come down and knock down a three, right? So, I mean, that's just what it is. That's the, like I said, the championship culture and the pedigree that they have. They know how to do that. They know how to make you pay. Another thing, too, which is, big for them is that they have big, a big front court, right? They have, Portis, he's about 6'11". Then you have Brook Lopez in the middle. He's about 7'1", 7'2". Then, of course, you have Giannis. He's about 6'10", 6'11", but he plays more like he's 7 feet, right? He's just a lot to deal with. So that cluttered the paint. So the Knicks had to knock down shots. If they couldn't knock down shots, they weren't getting in the paint and, making layups because those guys contest everything. Giannis is a great defensive player as well. So put a lot of pressure on the Knicks in regards to that. And then, Brunson had an off night. You're going to have that sometime in this league, guys. I mean, it's a long season, so you're going to have that. Randall didn't really have it going tonight either. So that hurt the Knicks. Big Mitch, we tried to defend Giannis, but, defending Giannis, you're going to get in foul trouble, right? So that hurt him also, so that hurt our size. Once again, I love Harstein's energy coming off the bench. He was great. Who I also loved was IQ coming off the bench. He looked like the old IQ, right? Penetrating, hitting shots. But we just couldn't get over the hill, man. And then the third quarter came. In the third quarter, they beat us 33-37, but that's when they kind of, just took control of the game. They were up by 24 at one point, and we just playing catch up, going forward. But you're gonna have games like this against one of the top teams in the league, man. I mean, that's just what it is, especially on the road. My only concern and my only issue with this is like with RJ, right? Just this slow starting and starting slow and all these other things. He's in year 4, man. Like if you want to be the guy, if you want to be the best of the best, you want to be up there in the same conversations with Zion and John Morant, the guys that were in your draft class. You were the number 3 pick. Man, you can't have slow starts, man. That can't happen, right? You got to be ready to go when as soon as the gates is open, meaning when the season starts. You got to be ready to go. You got to be ready to produce. You got to be ready to put up numbers. This whole he's a slow starter. He's man. Kill that noise, man. Kill that noise. Because we don't want to hear that, man. You got to be ready to go. You got to be ready to go. It's not really about the contract. It's not really about the money. But then it is, right? In a sense. But no, honestly, he's got to be ready to go, man. I mean, we expect a lot out of him this year. And when Brunson doesn't have it, because it's going to be nights like that, because this is the NBA. Or nights when Randall is being Randall, right? We know we're going to get this sometimes with him. We need him to really be RJ. He's got to be consistent all the time. That's the thing with the star players of this league. You know what you're going to get night in and night out. And just because your stat line says 26-2, how did you really impact the game? It's all about when you're scoring and how you're scoring. You got to know as a star, this is what the great ones do. Okay, it's time for me to pick it up. We need a couple of buckets here. Okay, we're down by 6. Okay, let's get a couple of stops and give me the ball over here on the wing. Give me the ball over here on the elbow. Let's get a couple of buckets. All right, and let's tie this game up and let's kind of because once you do that, you bring up the energy of everybody else. And with you being the number 2 to Brunson, he's going to need that from you on nights. So RJ's got to get more consistent with that. In the third quarter, he started turning on a bit, but we were already about down by 20 at that point. We needed that from him in the second quarter. We needed that from him in the first quarter. We needed that for him at certain parts in the third quarter where we saw it kind of getting out of hand, right? So he's scoring in weird spurts, right? He's got to kind of be able to, turn it on when the time is right. But also, too, just be ready, man. Be ready to go. Knock down shots. Know your spots. Know exactly where your weaknesses are, but know where your money places are. Meaning, where you can make money, your money shots. Meaning, those are the shots you're going to make majority of the time, right? Whatever that is for him. But that's what has to happen for the Knicks to be really, really good this year. He's got to play better, man. He has to. This slow start is just not going to cut it, right? If you're talking about you want to be an all-star caliber player, you just can't. You got to really kind of be ready to go. Then also too, what I mean? Like I said, they pretty much took control of us, but we got to knock down free throws, right? We were 22 for 32. We missed 10 free throws. That's 10 points. So we lost the game 108 to 119. That's 118. We still would have lost by one, but still, right? You give or take a stop here and there. You never know. The game is different, right? They shot 80% from the line. That's the bowl game, right? So they got to get better with knocking down their free throws, of course. That was an issue last year, and that's something we got to get better with. But all in all, I love the effort, man. I love the effort. I mean, look, man, you're gonna have games like this against a top tier team in the league. Period. End of story. You know what I mean? So I'm not happy with. I'm not. Of course, no one likes to lose, but you got to kind of respect it, man. You got to respect who you're playing and when you're playing them. You know what I mean? The Bucks are legit, man. They are. They are who they are, and Giannis is the goods, right? He's the total package, man. So he's going to be a tough check for anybody, right? But listen, that's my show. We'll be back in Cleveland in a couple of days, which I believe will be Sunday. We got the Cavaliers. We got Donovan Mitchell. Man, he was supposed to be here, but we're going to go see him in Cleveland this Sunday. So that should be a good, good game. I think he's gonna be a tough check. But hopefully the Knicks will be motivated to kind of show and prove that, hey, man, you should have been here, right? Well, listen, but that's my show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. All right. Also, too, please leave comments so we can go back and forth and debate. All right. I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out. Peace.